It's a bag I never thought about after, thinking I wish I still had that. I never thought of using. Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't hate me before I even get started. Don't hate me. Today's video is a little bit of light fun. It is the 5 Louis Vuitton bags that I will not buy. Where this video has come from, it originated kind of with Connor's tag, which I will link down below, and I've already done Connor's tag, and it was the 5 luxury items that I will not buy. Whenever Jerusha Couture got tagged to do this video, she did it as the 5 bags that I will not buy, and I thought, ooh, that's interesting. That would be interesting to do a video on the 5 bags or 5 Louis Vuitton bags or 5 whatever bags that I will not buy. Whenever I sat down to do 5, I had 5 Louis Vuitton. So obviously there are bags from other brands that I will not buy, but I have 5 specifically from Louis Vuitton as well that I won't buy. And it's a bit of fun. Please, if these are your favourite bags, this is just my opinion and I will give you reasons as to why that I will not buy them. I will also link Jerusha's video down below where the idea came from. And before you all come for me, let's just get into it. Okay, so the number 1 Louis Vuitton bag that I will not buy is the Louis Vuitton On The Go. And the reason that I won't buy the Louis Vuitton On The Go is because I am a Neverfull girl through and through. I am a deep, deep love and affection for the Neverfull. And I learnt the hard way. I had the Neverfull, have the Neverfull. I then bought the Chanel Deville, thinking that I would have a use to swap out of the Neverfull and use both of them as larger totes, and I never used the Deville. And the reason that I never used the Deville is because I never looked past the Louis Vuitton Neverfull. So I know that I would not have a need for the Neverfull and the On The Go. The On The Go obviously comes in different sizes now. There's the larger size and there's the slightly smaller size. But for me, both of them would be worn in a way that was similar to how I use the Neverfull. And I just know that I'm not going to use one of those bags instead of the Neverfull. I also prefer the slouchier, softer look of the Neverfull. On The Go is quite structured. It's quite rigid. It would be more structured under your arm. And I just prefer the Neverfull. I do think the straps on the On The Go are probably slightly better for going under your arm. They're probably slightly softer and maybe a slightly better length. But that's still not enough to get me to go to the On The Go past the Neverfull. I just think that, now, when I say slouchy, I do have an organiser in the Neverfull and I much prefer the Neverfull now that it has an organiser in it, and that's the perfect balance for me, whereas I think the On The Go is just that little bit too structured and too boxy for me, and I don't think I would use it over the Neverfull. Number 2 is the Petite Sac Plait. And I tried this on in store in the pink epi leather. I really liked the version that was pink epi leather and then it had the black handles. I liked that contrast of the 2 colours and it's that crossbody. But when I put it on, I thought where the strap hooks to one side on one side of it to the corresponding opposite side on the front. So we've got the hook here on the back, go across and opposite on the front. I just found that it sat funny on me. I just didn't think that it sat, I couldn't get it to sit neat. I couldn't get it to sit properly as I thought to my side, crossbody. I just didn't like how it sat. I also thought that it was probably quite small. I have a cheek, don't I? I'm looking at the Gucci Super Mini and all the minis, but I thought it was probably quite small, and the shape of it's longer. I found from trying that bag on that even though these are all minis, these are mini bags that go across the way. And I prefer how that sat on me rather than the mini bag of the Sac Plait going long ways and being a little long sort of mini bag. And I just found these easier to use, and when I was putting my stuff into the mini or the Petite Sac Plait, I just thought it didn't fit very much, and I just didn't like the way that it sat on me. Now some people do have it and I think it looks really fab in their photographs, but it just didn't work for me whenever I tried it on. Number 3, and I don't really know why, I think it's the Dauphine bag, and I'll put pictures of these in. It just doesn't really speak to me, and I wonder, is it just too elegant and too kind of classy for me? And whenever I use that sort of bag, I will use my, where is it? My classic flap, which is in there somewhere. And I just think the look of the bag is maybe a little bit too formal. and it's not a bag that I could see myself reaching for. I'm not exactly sure with this one what it is, because I know it's very popular and I know some people really love it, but it just, for me, there's just something about it that I just don't feel drawn to, and I think it might just be that it's a formal look and it wouldn't be, when it was against the bag that I would be using in here, which would be the classic flap, I just didn't think that I would use it. But apart from that, I know that maybe doesn't be the most coherent reason, but there's just something about it that I just don't feel it's for me. Number 4, and I know a lot of people love this bag, and it is the Vanity PM. I will put a picture in of me with this bag. I loved the look of this bag. This bag was really hyped probably over a year ago maybe. It was maybe to 2 years. It was very, very hard to get online. It was very hard to get in store. It was never available. I really, really like the chain on it. The chain is very decorative and I think it's very, very pretty. I think to wear crossbody, the chain itself would be very attractive across an outfit. I liked that it's mainly traditional monogram with only a little bit of the reverse monogram on top. I liked the top handle. I really thought I was going to love that bag when I ordered it. I ordered it because it became available online. I thought I was going to love it. It's a bag that I thought if I ever see that online, I'm going to get. And I thought it was going to I thought I was going to love it and it'd be fabulous. When it arrived, I was probably a little bit disappointed in it. And I think it's for 2 reasons. The chain crossbody for me was too short. I didn't like the length of the chain. And the chain is one of the features for me that I really liked about the bag. I thought the chain was very pretty. So I didn't like the idea of swapping the chain out for, say, a vachetta strap or a different strap. I wanted to wear the chain, but crossbody, it was just too short. And I think I was disappointed in the length of it. I also found it difficult to use. So when it's on, you kind of need 2 hands. You kind of need to be able to set the bag down and unzip it like this. Whereas if it's like this in space, sorry. When it's hanging on you, it would be hard to open and close, and I just thought it was a little bit fussy to use. And I hemmed and hawed about it because I did like the look of it, but then I realised you're only keeping that to keep it in your collection and you don't actually think you love and going to use that bag. So I actually returned that bag to Louis Vuitton and I never regretted returning it. I actually think I made the right decision. It's a bag I never thought about after, thinking I wish I still had that. I never thought of using. So that is number 4 on the Louis Vuitton bags I won't buy. Number 5, and this one's going to get me some hate, but please hear me out. I will not buy the Neo Noe. I think it's Neo Noe. This is a really popular bag for Louis Vuitton. It's the Louis Vuitton bucket bag. I know Isabel has this and it's one of her most used bags. I think Megan has this. I know a few people have this bag and absolutely love it. I really, really like this bag as well. I think it's very, very pretty, especially in the smaller size. I love it in the monogram. I've also seen it in the pink epi. Pink, there's a theme. I've also seen it in the pink epi and I really, really liked that one. The reason that I won't buy that bag is I now have 2 bucket bags. I have, you can see the Fendi one here, and I have the Chanel rolled up bucket bag, which I will put a picture in for because it is currently downstairs because it's the bag I'm using at the minute, so I know it's not in there. And I think for me, 2 bucket bags is probably enough. This one is the smaller of the 2. The print of it's a little bit more funky. I kind of grabbed that for the print. The Chanel rolled up bucket bag I just think is fabulous. I love using. I use it generally as a top handle carry bag rather than using the crossbody strap. I love the jewellery on it. The CC with the chain I think looks like jewellery. I love the caviar in it. I love the rolled up feature. And I just don't think that I would have enough use for bucket bags to have a 3rd. And that's why I won't buy that. I think also whenever I tried it on crossbody, the Neo Noe, it was a little bit bulky for me. I think it would be more on the shoulder or to carry. And I certainly generally will wear my bags crossbody, so whenever I already use the Chanel one and that one mostly as a handheld bag, I know that I don't have a use for a lot of bags that I generally use handheld. So I think because I have the 2 bucket bags, a 3rd is just too many and I don't think I need a 3rd. And as much as I can appreciate the Neo Noe and I can see why it's very, very popular, that is why I also won't buy the Neo Noir from Louis Vuitton. Again, if you have these bags, listen to my reasons. It's not that I don't like any of the bags. I have a reason why none of these would work for me. And if it's what you love and works for you, you buy what you buy. Most people think I'm nuts to have multiples of the same type of bag, which I probably am. So you buy what makes your heart sing, that YouTube line. You buy what you love. You buy what makes you smile. And you don't worry about what anybody else thinks. That's my philosophy and that's how I do it. So these are just the bags that I won't buy. This is just my opinion. If they are your favourites, you do that. You rock them. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching me. Please take care and I will see you again in the next one.